Hi, I'm Helen Cammack, one of the founders of interests.me. In this short video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add subscribers to a mailing list after you've created the mailing list. So I'm logged in to my imaginary group, Horsell Volunteers Club, and we're now in mailing lists. And we're looking at the two mailing lists that this group has, Horsell Volunteers and Horsell Prospective Volunteers. By clicking on a mailing list, or alternatively going to the edit button on the far right, I can see all the subscribers that are in my list. It's only me there at the moment. There are three ways of adding more subscribers depending on how many you want to add and where they currently are. The first way is to go to just add a single subscriber, so use the red button at the top. The tool will warn you that it's important that you must ensure that you have had explicit permission from each subscriber before adding them to your mailing list. Make sure they're expecting to hear from you and that they know that they're going to be added to your mailing list and sent an email newsletter from you. Here you can see that if I know somebody's email address already, I can add them directly into these boxes. So here I'll just add Paul at interests.me. This person would not get emailed to tell them that you've added them to the list. You just add them by clicking that red button there. And I might just tidy this up by adding in my first and last name as well. The second way is to cut and paste email addresses. So if you go to add subscribers and cut and paste emails, then I'll go to my Gmail account and find some email addresses I've previously sent an email to and simply copy them using my right click button and copying them using copy. And go back to my interests.me account and paste them into this paste box here using right click and paste. It doesn't really matter what format they're in, it will pick up the email addresses if you click import, and it will import them into your mailing list. So the third way is to add subscribers by uploading a CSV file. Now we make this easy for you because you can download a blank CSV file. It's easier than it sounds. As it says, we currently support upload of MailChimp and Outlook CSV export files. This means if you're currently using MailChimp or Outlook, you can export a CSV file directly from that service, and it will work perfectly to upload the very same file to interests.me. Also, if you're using Gmail, Gmail will allow you to export a contact group's email addresses as an Outlook CSV file, which will also work. For more information on exactly how to do any of this, click through to our help section, which will tell you how it works for each of these services. For instance, for Gmail, you need to switch from email view to contacts view and select export. All of these instructions are really in our help files. As you can see, Outlook, Gmail, MailChimp, etc. It gives you step-by-step instructions if you click on help. What I'll show you now is how to create a CSV file from scratch if you have a spreadsheet of contacts. So our tool allows you to download a blank CSV file. As you'll see, if I can download it, it has just three columns: email for the email address, first name for the first name, and last name for the last name. It contains one example email address which you can just delete, and then you can paste your own records in from Excel in the right columns. So I'm going to find an Excel file I already have prepared and copy and paste those Excel values into my new CSV file. And as long as I'm saving it as a CSV file, then it should be absolutely fine. So I'm now going back to the tool and selecting that CSV file that I've just saved from my desktop, there it is, and uploading it here. And as you can see, the email addresses and any first or last name information are automatically uploaded here. So if I find that I've maybe made a mistake and added somebody that I shouldn't have added, I can select them or go to the right-hand grey button and manually unsubscribe them from my list. Our system will always confirm that you want to do that. If you want to check who you've unsubscribed, you can go to view unsubscribed members at the top right, and you can see the method by which they've unsubscribed, and you can resubscribe them if you need to. Let's go back to active members. So it's easy to manage the subscribers in your mailing list by selecting several of them and either deleting them or moving them or copying them to another list. So let's do that. And now if we go back to see the lists again, we can see that we've got 12 subscribers in Halls of Volunteers and 4 in prospective volunteers as well. So something worth knowing about is that you can tell whether your subscribers are active or not. So you'll notice on the right hand side here inside one of the lists that there's an active column, and this will turn green when an email recipient has opened an email that you've sent them in the last 60 days. So if they're an active subscriber, this gives you a good indication of who's reading your emails. So that's the end of this in-depth tutorial on how to add subscribers to a mailing list. The next in the series covers how to invite and manage team members. For a super quick overview of interests.me and all its functions, see tutorial 1. Or for more in-depth tutorials on other topics, I'm going to leave you with the full list. Remember, there are lots of ways of getting help. Go to our help pages, there's a link at the bottom of every screen on interests.me, or if you can't find the help that you need, email us at support@interests.me.